Hey guys, Alan here, back in the workshop. Hopefully this will be the last time I'm out here and I get cooked. I'm a bit fed up with this hot weather. Makes my glasses slip off my nose and the perspiration drip on whatever I'm trying to do. And I'll whinge. Basically I'm fed up with it. I don't want to do something about it. So I've had pedestal fans for quite a long time and made do with them. And for a lot of the time they're actually fine. But I've decided I'm going to lash out on some forced cooling. South Australia is generally pretty dry and evaporative cooling is popular as a result. But in my case I decided not to use it for several reasons. I was worried about increasing the humidity in the shop would be one key one. Also you have to have the windows and doors open so that lets all the noise out and in. I'm not happy with that idea either. But mostly it's ineffective on days of high humidity. And although they're not very common in Adelaide, that's when you actually most need the comfort of air conditioning. And as an example, my father actually had ducted evaporative air cooling put in his house some years back, and after 2 or 3 years, after some years of experience with it, he decided it just wasn't what he needed. So he had some refrigerative air conditioning installed instead, or as well I guess. So I decided on refrigerative air conditioning, so then I needed to think about the size and type. Well, the type's pretty easy really. It's a high wall split with separate indoor and outdoor units. It's a matter of economics. These things are sold in volume as complete systems, so the purchase price is pretty low for what you get. And also the installation is cheaper because there's no ductwork. As to what size of unit I needed, well, there are capacity charts for all the typical situations. In my case, I'm brick veneer basically. I've got 60 square metres. And it's really not a very well insulated building. I've got foil insulation under the roof sheet and the west wall is shaded. So I'm a bit of a fan of Mitsubishi Heavy Industries kit. I've got some of their stuff installed for the house and have other acquaintances who speak highly of them. I've got no association with them, mind you. Anyway, their chart indicates 8 to 10 kilowatts for my situation. And I chose a 9.5 kilowatt inverter system. The inverters are good because rather than just being on or off, instead of the compressor just being on or off, they basically can cycle up or speed the compressor up or slow it down. So you're much less aware of them turning on and off, and it also means they can operate at a just enough sort of level. So the blokes are coming tomorrow to put it in, and I've got a few pictures and notes on how it's all going to pan out. So hopefully next time you see me, I won't be looking like a sweating beetroot and I'll be in a much more comfortable situation. So the outdoor unit's being installed above a veranda, so the first job was to prop that from underneath to support the weight of the two installers and the 70 kilograms of the outdoor unit. So the gable end has an infill panel made from 19mm tongue and groove boards, and the outdoor unit will sit up against the outside of the face of that on steel brackets, and the feet of the ankles of the brackets, if you like, will press against the tongue and groove boards. To prevent that being unnecessary, unacceptable pressure on the boards, I've put in a decent weight bearer that'll take the load from those bracket heels. I've marked its location with green masking tape. So you can see in this shot that the workshop power board, you can see it in the lower left corner of this picture, is quite adjacent to where the indoor unit's going to be, and the outdoor unit behind that in what's called a back-to-back installation. So the power connections are a very simple matter in this case. So mounting bracket for the indoor unit was one of the first things that got put in place. So we're a bit out of sequence here, but this was the installation of the indoor unit.
Coming through now. Out of hold.
And the installation was apparently just as easy as that, over and done with very quickly. Moving outside, we can see the bracket screwed to the gable end to support the outdoor unit, which is a rather large beastie, as you can see in these pictures, and took a bit of muscle to get it onto a lifting hoist and up into place. So with the outdoor unit up on its brackets, a new connection was made into the switchboard, which was rather crowded, and a 20 amp breaker installed, as you can see here. And I think the finished install was a credit to the guys. Very neat and tidy job, and I'm a very happy customer. So now it's time to turn it on and see if it works. And in fact works like a charm. So I'm going to turn it on straight to full power, and we'll see what it sounds like. Now I'm not sure how that's going to sound on in the video, but I'm feeling cool there straight away. I'm just really surprised how quiet it is, and the outdoor unit is exceptionally quiet as well, although I won't attempt to try and capture that. So yeah, as I said, happy customer. Job took about 3.5 hours. When they finished, they packed everything up and left the site clean and tidy, so I was very happy with that as well. Okay, so obviously all installed. It's actually running in the background now, full bore, and you can hear it as really quite a faint murmur, so I'm very happy about that. So the purpose of the video was really to give anybody who's thinking about doing some air conditioning in their workshop a couple of hints and suggestions about, well, how I went about it. So thanks for watching, hope you found it interesting, and I'll see you in the next one.